Welcome to CeeLo's Musical Chronicles. This is another episode, so lay back and enjoy. I hope you're hearing this. I'm running a test. Yeah! Another one. Another one. Another one. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. I gotta put some lyrics to this joint here. Yeah. Gotta put some lyrics up in there. I gotta. Let me end it right here, y'all. Peace and blessing to you. Let's remove that. And how y'all doing? I'm out here in my balcony having a wonderful experience. You know, just got off from a private chat with my good elder Abdul Latif. You know what I'm saying? We had a nice bill. But we can just keep it from there on that. I just wanted to come on here, and you see its title is going to be about teleportation and visualization. And what I wanted to say about that is that something came to me the other night. I don't know how. It was like a download. You know when you receive that download in the middle of the night and you wake up and you're like, wow, man, yo, the thought is there. And so it goes like this. I was watching an interview. The interview of the two persons is not that important. It's the interview, what was said in the interview. And there was a question that always the interviewer always asked. And he always came out and said, so and so and so, to the artist, whatever. If you can go back in time, teleport yourself to when you was 16 years old, what will you tell yourself at 16? You know, what will you tell yourself? Some interviewers, some interviewees said, oh, you done great, my brother. Don't worry about it. Others were like, pay attention to this and that, right? But here's the thing. That's teleportation if you go back into time. That's very difficult to do. I don't know actual cases like that. I can't speak on it because I never done that. You know what I'm saying? But when you go back in time, it's too late because you're in the now. The now always has to be thought about. The now is the present. That's where you at right now, right here and then. To go back and try to change things is a little kind of deceptive, right? Because you can't go back. You can't change things. You're going to create a whole different, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work like that. But here's the thing. On the flip side of that is if I can visualize through visualization and see my future, the future person that I want to be, right? I visualize it, the future person that I want to be, and I go, tell me now, give advice now and to give encouragement of how to get there. See, not difficult to do. That's what they talk about visualization, vision board. Visualize yourself in this place that you want to be. Visualize yourself the way you want to dress. Visualize the way you're looking, everything. And then as You go deep and look for what you can do now to get to that future. That's setting goals. You know what I'm saying? That's also another form of teleportation. But it's more reality because you can change now. I can't change the past. What has been done has been done. But I can see and change my future. So you see how they play with our minds, the flip side of things? Can I get applause for that? You know what I'm saying? Yo, another applause for that. I gotta get my bar. So it's all about what I in the past spoken about, but I'm learning is the vocalization, waves of frequency. Again, waves, like sound waves and waves, are transmitters of consciousness, of awareness, of ball of light, awareness, consciousness. They transmit through waves, sound waves, light waves, right? Waves that go deep into your subconscious, your submerged consciousness. Those waves affects your feelings and habits, right? That plus visualization equals manifestation and healing. Simple. So learning about waves, right? And learning about where you at in terms of your brain waves or any waves or where you vibing at. And the visualization, which is your intention, your intent, right? Put that in the future into now. So you can manifest your healing and manifesting that. And I'm learning this more and more every day, second, moment. Every moment. Because I'm visualizing, and I'm ready to create my vision board. Shout out to all those that have a vision board. I was watching a podcast with Damon Dash, and he says his vision board is right in his bathroom, right next to the commode. And while he's sitting down, taking care of his business, his waste business, he's looking at his vision board. I like that. I like to, matter of fact, have copies of the vision board, you know, so that I can constantly make my intention and know this is my vision for what I want to accomplish, my goals, and keep that in your subconscious mind, you know, and then to create feelings and habits that are in tune with that. You want to be wealthy, or you are wealthy, because you never say that I want to be wealthy, because that's you're right now saying that the lack of. So you want to say, I'm at this place in the future, I'm wealthy. And then you see, by this intention in your mind, forces your feelings, everything that will come to you to keep bringing you in that right direction. Unless we screw it up with some, you know, counteractive vibration. But if you keep your if you keep your right goals, and you keep these frequencies going, and you say, okay, this is what I want to see. How do I get there in the now? I want to see this. I want to manifest this. What intention do I have to make now? And what frequency, ways do I have to emit now, in the now? So that submerged consciousness, which is your feelings, that makes those habits, are in tune with your perception and your visualization, your transcendental beyond, to go and say, this is what I see as my future. You know? And this is alchemy. You know? This is the science of its practice among star people. Collectively, they had a vision of how they wanted to see their future and the future of their descendants, of their children. They wanted to see this future, so they had to create what they can create in the now. Very important. Don't let them disconnect that. You become disconnected with your future, your inheritance, your intentions to make your inheritance, all of that. You know, I know there's some goals that I want to accomplish, musical goals. There are musical goals that you want to accomplish, right? So you visualize that. If you have to physically put a vision board together and to actually see it. I was watching Billie Eilish, who won like 7-something Grammy Award. And I remember even speaking with Bruce Sweden, and I held a master's for Thriller, right? For my MJ's Thriller, Bruce Sweden's place up there in Akala, that I went out there to record something for him on bongos. And so, there's always a board in the studio. There's always a vision of, okay, these are the songs we had. This is the vision. This is what we want to get at with this music. I seen an interview with Nas, same thing. They sit in the studio with a board. Either a board here or a board, right? A trestle board. This is one of the secrets too we learn in Freemasonry. It's how to use the trestle board. And how to list your goals. And then to put your intentions into that. And get to what you want to accomplish. Very important when it comes to the art of manifestation, creation, right? So, with that being said, I'm not going to stay here too long. I just wanted to drop that, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say, drop the mic. You know what I'm saying? What? For real. The real. What? I gotta make a sound bits. I gotta get some more sound bits. That's it. So that's the whole idea with teleportation and realization is that it's not as crazy and it's not as, again, they fractalized it. They don't give you the whole pieces of what is involved with that. Transportation, teleportation means a place from here to there. It's more like dimensions, you know what I'm saying? Place from here to there. So when you telephone, television, some say tell a lie, or the telephone, you're not actually hearing the voice of the person. You're hearing a device that is transmitting that voice. It takes and it breaks it down to waves, and then at the other end, through magnetism, it comes out the other voice. What's happening now here is a teleportation. You know what I'm saying? So it's not so complicated to understand these scientific concepts, because science and math is our everyday life. It's our everyday life. And science and math leads to other things. The cosmos and architecture, everything around us deal with science and math. You know what I'm saying? So it's not so far-fetched. Nature is science and math. Nature. Find out, what is it? Fibonacci, right? In nature, the science in nature, photosynthesis, and so on. Which again, I advise everybody to check out Kiss the Ground. Great documentary. and also Breaking the Boundaries. Two documentaries that will give you an idea or the give you an idea of the agendas that are coming, because they're stakeholders that are interested. These are statistics they are getting from these universities that they are sponsoring through their foundation, and they're doing the research. And this is some of the research they come up with. They put it in the documentary, Breaking the Boundaries, and so. And also, you go to the World Economic Forum, you see it there. You know, these are agendas initiated because it's telling you statistically they're looking at their future. They're teleporting into their future. And what do you have to do in the now to accomplish that future? That's a very important conversation. And we should apply that to everything around us. Everything. It's visualization. And visualization comes through intent. Your intention, what you put in your attention. You're intending to do something. Yeah. Not like in the judicial system. They use that and they corrupt that. Oh, we're gonna hit him with the attention that he transported, the pimps got hit with a charge, the state to state, and say that you transporting children from one state to another state for the intention, check that out, the intention of having sexual relationship. They can lock you up for that. Yeah. So you have to be aware of your intention around you. You have to move like that. And the intention is visualization. Where are you visual? You have to put that your perception, your visualization, right? Truth, solid visualization, right? The more solid it is, the more truth it is, the more intention, powerful is the attention that you have. Powerful. The intent becomes very, very powerful. Truth is at the core. Truth is truth. Okay? Which lead me into the statement in the beginning here. Why believe in something you do not know, that you cannot prove? Why believe in something you cannot prove? You can't prove it. So why believe in it when everything that you know, you can prove it? You know what I'm saying? Something to think about. Just dropped it in there. Little digress. But yeah, it's not so difficult. It's very, you just have to be down to earth and for real. When you deal with science, it's our everyday life. Mathematics, it's all around us. You know, and when we understand to reason that out, you know what I'm saying, then we get to use science and mathematics in order to create that visual, that perfection, because we can move towards that perfection. We're not perfect, but we can move towards a perfection way. That perfect visualization. And when we do that, together with the vocalization, we give a pure healing. Pure appreciation. You know? So that's all I wanted to drop here right now. I don't have too many people on. See if I can play this again, y'all. See if you hear that. Rewind that. Huh, huh. That's the next step with a lot of these tracks. Is my percussion, incorporate my percussion in all these tracks. I just gotta wait for the right moment when I feel it. Maybe a little wine. You know what I'm saying? Get in the mood and just start recording my percussion. Hey, let me leave you here, and I hope you're having a wonderful experience like I am. Remember, why believe in something you cannot prove when you can prove everything you know? For real. Is that how it goes? Let me see. Why believe what you cannot prove? That's what I meant to say. Sorry. Why believe what you cannot prove when you can prove everything you know? Come on, build with me. I hope you can hearing this. I don't know if my sound is on. You know, I should run a test. Let me see. I don't know right now. I can't wait to put some percussion to this. This is that feel good vibe. Feel good, feel good, feel good, feel good, feel good. Yeah. Why believe in something you cannot prove? Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Why believe in something you cannot prove? Okay. It's kind of low. Let me see. No. All right, it's not playing the track. So what do I got to do here? Okay, let me go back. I'm doing a test now. Yeah, sorry for you. Let's remove that. Let's go back here. It's not playing. It's not playing. I'm sorry about that. This is what I got to do. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Man, I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I can't do this. Let's see. Let me try this. No. Try that. It's kind of low. Try. So what do I got? No, I'm sorry about that, folks. What I got to do is I got to download this track. Let me see if I share it. Hold up. I'm going to try this because for the next time I do this, oh, let me cancel that. Yeah, I'm sorry, yo. I don't want to do this while I'm on here. Yeah. Um, Sorry about that. Let me stop sharing the screen. Yeah. Man, it's just so much. Let me see something here. Yeah. There's my garage band. There we go. Okay. So what I got to do is I have to mail it. Hmm. I'm bouncing it. Where we go, where it's going to share to. At the same time, you know, I share this and put it on my email. I could come back and okay, here you go. All right. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work. All right. I think this is gonna work. Fine. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, I think this is going to work. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry about that. Let me see. Man, got a lot of. Okay, yeah. There you go. Okay. Now this is going to work. Trust me. You know how I know it's going to work? You know how I know it's going to work? Okay, I'm going to share the audio. Right? And here you go. I'm going to share that. Share that. Yo. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is the track that I'm working on. There you go. Without the percussion, without lyrics, and without keyboards. This is just the drums. Dance of the metaverse. Dance to the metaverse. I'll put this as an NFT in the virtual reality. Check it out. Put it as an NFT in the virtual reality. To get the best of me from my reality of the future of my inheritance. Hey, I gotta write that down, yo. Anyway, it's here. It's recorded. What do you think? What do you think? I got people watching. I'm just having some fun here. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. See, can you hear that? Oh, man. And this is without the percussion. I should have put on the drums and just play on top of this. Man, it's going too fast. Man, it's going like, Jesus, I didn't think it was going to be this fast. Man, it's going too fast. Man, it's going like, yeah. Let me end it. Okay, yeah, I am right now just checking out the lives on Facebook. So it's not too many people coming on here. That's okay. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Okay, yeah, I am right now checking out the lives on Facebook. So it's not too many people coming on here. It's okay. I'm having a good time. Okay, yeah, I am right now checking out the lives on Facebook. So it's not too many people coming on here. I'm having a good time. Why does it sound like that? I don't. Oh. I'm telling you, Facebook is just be. What does it sound like? Freaking. I'm telling you, Facebook is just be. Hey, cuz, says you're watching. What's up, Maria? What's going on? Mary, right? Maria. Yeah, I know you're the Mary. What's going on, family? Um, Interesting. So, again, for those of you who didn't catch on what I was talking about, um, you know, there seems to be certain concepts like teleportation and visualization. People kind of like complicate things, making things more than what it is. And it's very simple, you know. Just got to break down the meanings of the words. You know what I'm saying? And again, this society, man, certain people out here that work shadows are always trying to divert and deceive our minds. When you look at television, like I was telling you, famous interview, news interview, I always asking the question to the artist or the interviewee, if the person you are now can go back in time, what would you tell the 16-year-old you at 16-year-old? It sounds cute. It sounds deep and cute. Oh yeah, you did a good job. Oh, watch out for this, believe in yourself, whatever. But that's in the past. You can't change that. Why not ask in your future how you see yourself in the future? What would that future person tell you now so that you can make the adjustments now? What advice? Your future. You can visualize what you want to be in the future and have a conversation with that. And says, well, listen, I want to accomplish this. Well, then now you better make these moves. Or if you're making the moves now and you're knowing that your future, it's like, you're okay. My future tells me now, don't take everything to heart. It's just, don't take everything to heart. Things come and things go. So now, it's the way I conduct myself. That's the intentions that I put now. Is that I don't worry about too many things. If you can't control it, you can't control it. Why try to control it? Let it be. If it's for you, if it's not for you, it will not even matter because it'll just drop by the wayside. So you can look, you can see, visualize. Again, the vision board, visualize yourself, right? And not because you want these things. It's because you have them in the future. I used to always tell that to my wife. I used to tell her all the time when we were walking around, making a move to a new city and trying to find out where we're going to live and how we're going to proceed on. And I used to tell her, oh, we're already living. We're already there. It's just we have to catch up to it. I mean, it's already there. It's there. That house, the apartment, it's there. All we have to do is catch up to it. Go in that direction, and we'll get there. Because it's there. There is no want, no need, no wishful thinking. When you put that in your mind, no wishful thinking, you're there. That's you see that as your, again, that's the metaverse, your virtual reality, right? Exception. They're replacing that with these devices and stuff, but you can do this naturally. Just create your own avatar and say, this is what I incarnate myself into. You visualize, you can draw it out. I incarnate in the future into this being. This is who I am, what I am. And it's letting me know now in the present of what I have to do. It's helping me now. Very interesting, man. I know this man that he said that an old man came to him and spoke with him and told him things that would happen. But when he come to find out that that was him in the future. See how the mind works? That was him in the future. As an avatar, as an Ilamuta just said. That was him in the future. And he's going to manifest within you because of the visualization, the intention you have, and the right frequencies. The vocalization, the right frequencies, your everyday living your life so that you can get to that. Get to that point. You know? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Let me see. It's another thing I wanted to bring up. I hope you can hear. I can't hear that because I didn't share the screen. Yeah. Do this. Share the screen. Ooh. It's another track. I'm just gonna let you hear this track and check it out. I hope you can hear that. Could speed it up. This is the basic. This is a trappy. I wonder how's it coming through. Facebook be tripping, boy. So bring this down. So that's the conversation, yo. You know? It's the teleportation and visualization. Man, I gotta get my notebook and I gotta start writing stuff down because as I listen to these tracks, there's certain ideas that come through my head and I want to start writing some stuff. So I can put down some chords, piano chords to it. These are just basic tracks. And I want to just add on to it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. So nobody take my ideas. But anyway, it is what it is. Yeah. It's beautiful out here in North Carolina. 70, I would say 74 degrees. It did go up a little high to 80s and came down. It's beautiful. I'm sitting out in the balcony. Got my lights on in the balcony, sitting back over here and just taking it all in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, doing a lot of reading. I don't know, maybe I can record tonight, but it's Sunday night. I might just watch a movie and then later on maybe read. I try to read every night. And then when I relax, because you have to relax, you got to go into that silence and that space. Because remember, space is a vacuum. It facilitates the movement of protons and phonons. Phonons are sounds, right? So silence is also a vacuum where all the possibilities of sound exist in there. But it's chaotic, right? It's facilitating, it's moving, it's chaotic. You start refracting and you start grabbing those pieces of phonons, sonars, or light frequencies. You know what I'm saying? So when you relax yourself and at night, and that's important, let me bring up something over here. Now that I'm in that conversation, I want to do a whole different podcast on something here. Let me stop sharing the screen. I wanted to do a whole conversation on something very interesting. Well, that's not it. Something very interesting. Uh, is the government policy proposal example? No, that's not the one I want. Okay, okay, okay. Well, you're freaking out on me, y'all. Um, let me see. No, that's not it either. No, man, I'm trying to find something here, y'all. Very interesting. And I wanted to bring to your attention. Now check this out. Let me share the screen here. Remember, I spoke about, let me see, there's no audio here, so I don't need no audio. What the hell? Okay. Now, share my screen again. This is going to be very interesting. It's something that I found. Check this out. Remember I was speaking about the brain waves? I can't make this bigger. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. About the different brain waves, right? I did this on Facebook Live. I spoke about the different brain waves. Now you see gamma, beta, alpha, theta, and delta. You have lambda. You know, most of these variants, and that's what my new project is named, New Variant, are based upon, and I'm gonna base these lyrics and songs based on these. So you see, we're the delta variant right now. Look at that. This is where your deep, dreamless sleep is at, right? It's from 0.5 to 4 hertz. Loss of bodily awareness and repair. Now, your brain, this is the waves that it goes through in order to achieve these periods of time in the brain. It goes into data. A theta brain is where your creativity is at, your insight, deep, right? It's from 4 to 8. So when you look at the whole 5G and you study, I mean, I gotta get you I don't have it right here right now. I don't know where I have it. I think I got it on my desktop. Of how 5G works and what the radiation that are being emitted by it. Now, don't take this all like, against this and against that, and it's political. No, this has to do with science. This is dealing with science. Remember, science and mathematics is a form of life. It's how we live around us. You cannot live around you without science and math. The very fact that you walk into a building and you live in a house is dealing with mathematics, architecture, surveying, everything in order to manifest that house or wherever you're at. The streets you walk, the zoning, the streets. Nature has a mathematical sequence to it also. So there's also science. Because of science, you have toilet bowl. That's just putting it another way. Science, different sciences out there, right? Engineering. And so your body is based on also mathematics and science. And so when we live our life in a world, in a society, in a civilization that knows this, but are able to manipulate science to their benefit. To their benefit. Now, do you ask yourself, when people catch this new variant, the Delta variant, what do they say? People lose their bodily awareness, right? They fall into comas. They lose their body awareness. They have to be put in a resuscitator or be what they call intubated, right? The organs fail. They're not able to, because your organs repair themselves. Your liver can repair itself. The kidney, all of that. We have a system, an ecosystem in our bodies that repairs the organs. At the same time, we're able to what? Go into a sleep state. No dreaming, because when you dream, your eyeball moves. There's activity happening in your optic when you're dreaming. But as to get rest from that, it's that delta state. When that is being compromised, right? You get a lot of discomfort. That's how people get sick. You get a lot of discomfort. What can be a initiator of putting your body out of, because you're we're always going to adapt. We have this adaptability sense in us, so we're always going to adapt. Always going to adapt. I mean, look at in the 1919, 1920, there was another pandemic, right? And you see people with the face masks. The same thing that's happening now in 2020, 2019, and 2020, 2021 happened in 1919, 1920, and 1921. Same thing. It's almost like we're living in a cycle world, right? Yo, this is some Twilight shit, right? So what happened in the 1919 and 1920? RKO radio towers was going all over the earth. All over, they was broadcasting through these radio waves that affected a lot of people until the humanoid is able to adapt to that. Same thing happening now is we have to adapt to this technology, this fourth industrial revolution, virtual reality, AI, everything. Biden just signed the infrastructure bill, which he wants to broaden in the bandwidth. When you broaden the bandwidth, there's more radio information going through this bandwidth that brings about more radiation. And when that happens, more people are going to get sick. Because it's all about frequencies, waves and frequencies. Our bodies are being bombarded, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing or a good thing. I don't know. It's not about being judgmental and not good or bad, any of that. It's just that this is a process, a reality, at this part of nature that's taking place. So also, the planets align themselves and more radiation comes in. We're being bombarded. So only those that are able to adapt are going to be able to live through it. And don't get me wrong. Don't say that, oh, because I got the vaccination, I'll be able to survive that. No. It doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. This is a process. This is science. This is technology. This is a reality, radiation. Doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. When your body and your mind is bombarded by this radiation, it has to adapt at some point. And if it doesn't, what happens? It starts tearing down again, depending on the frequencies that they're at right now. We have 5G, Wait until the 6G comes in, and look, it goes up from 4 hertz to 8 hertz. So your creativity, your insight, what is that? Your deep state of dreams, your deep meditation, reduce consciousness is at this point. Just look at the chart, look at it, and see what's happening. And then you look at the electromagnetic fields that these technology is starting to emit. I have, on my phone, I have the app where I'm able to check my electromagnetic fields around the house, make sure to see where's the leakage is coming out of. My television speakers has a magnet in it, and it attracts very strong in cars. Just put the app on, your car goes off the chart. Because the more you sit in your car and on these speakers, around these speakers, this is releasing a lot of this electromagnetic fields around your body. I said people get a lot of more headaches, today's same time, a lot of illness. The way it is again, there are, like I'm gonna look for it, purchase it, put it on here, the cap that you put on at night. Because in my house, I got the ultra spectrum, and I got a lot of radiation going on. I got a lot of devices in the house. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's got to be off the chart. And I get headaches sometimes. I can hear it in the tones. I'm very sensitive. My ears very sensitive to frequencies. I just have to tweak it sometimes. But you can meditate, right? People don't meditate anymore. They don't sit back in nature and meditate where there's less. Go to rainforest, there's less of this bombardment of radiation technology. And get off that grid. Sit there and meditate. You see, you feel a whole difference. Your body regenerates. Rejuvenation takes place. Repairing takes place. Your brain waves are able to help in repairing, because those neurons goes out throughout the body, and also the solar plexus, that abdominal brain is important too. That has a frequency. So, this is, I'm not saying that, again, no judgments and nothing like that. This is science. I'm just putting it out there. This is science. It's a reality. So yeah, check that out. Check that out. So listen, I'm gonna end the stream right about now. Post it on, open it up to the public. Hopefully you got some jewels in this, because I find jewels in everything. I mean, I was listening to a podcast, which I unsubscribed to because it got really, really negative. But I like the fact that, you see, I'm not too invested in the Black Israelite type of box or school. But I came across an interview with a brother who has a long line of Israelites going back. And anybody know about anything about Marcus Garvey, where he had Rabbi Wentworth and Matthew, that whole vein of Israelites that came out of that movement, right, was part of Marcus Garvey, Marcus Mosias Garvey, that came out of that whole movement. And this brother, his father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, they come from that line. And he says something very important. A jewel that you can find in the box, the Black Israelite box, the Hebrew Israelite Bach. He said, and for lack of a better term, using his vernacular, my God is the God of everyone. It's just the Israelites are his chosen ones. He's just choose a representative for the whole world. He chose that thing, the tribe of Judah. That's deep. So the Most High is my God. It's everyone. It's for everyone. He just chose a certain group of people to do his bidding, to do his work. You know? As opposed to some, oh no, you're devils and you're heathens, and my God is for me and not for you. That's against separatism. When I heard that coming out of this young Hebrew Israelite that studies the language and know about the Sabaic language and very knowledgeable, I said, man, that's it. We're all going to meet. Doesn't matter what box you in. When you take those jewels, all those jewels are jewels that are representative of the mothership, right? If you go looking into biblical texts and you look at Ezekiel when he's seeing the wheels and he's seeing and the stones and the amethyst stone and all these different colors are all the jewels coming from all the schools that are at the mothership in order to get this thing going, which to me deals a lot also with science, another technology, super science technology. That's why, they say that this whole pandemic and everything, it's for lack of a better term, alien agenda. And I say, you know what? That makes a lot of sense because technology, every time you look at a movie like Terminator, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, I'm going way back. Every time you look at these movies, the hi-fi movies, there's always an alien presence involved, right? And it always deals with a high technology advancement. All those movies. So we're living in a time right now where this agenda is actually here on Earth. It's manipulating the Earth. Remember, War of the Worlds. It happened once, thousands of years ago, and it's happening again. They're back. And it comes in through their descendants, children. These people in high places, man, are in a different mindset. The Bezos and the Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. These were 10-year and 12-year-old geniuses when they were young. That happened, they call it, geniuses when they were young, coding and programming geniuses. I'm just completing my class in coding and programming because I like to get to know a lot of things, and never know when it could be beneficial at one time. You can code something. I use Python, so code with Python. But yeah, it's deep. When you sit down and you meditate and you look at it and you look at the world from a particular perspective, lens down and just look at it raw and see it, man. And put pieces together because truth is truth. Is all the pieces fit perfectly together. And it's predicated on science and mathematics. You can't lie with math. And you can't lie with science. Because the truth is going to come out. Anyway, peace and blessing everyone. What time is it? Sunday. It's 9:30. Hope everybody had a wonderful year. And I hope I gotta stop using that. You see how I know, I appreciate that everyone has a wonderful experience. Okay? So I shook. That's Sihibui. In Taino, I love you. That's Sihibui. Shook divine love. Right? Quiero mucho. Peace.